Cool it, cats. Welcome to a trip down memory lane where the language was as colorful as the tie-dye shirts. Today we're diving into the world of slang and phrases from the golden era of the baby boomers, spanning the 1950s to the 1970s. First up, the fabulous 50s. This was the time of hot rods, poodle skirts, and rock and roll. And the language? Just as vibrant. Take ankle biter, for instance. No, it wasn't a troublesome insect, but a term used for small children. Then there was burn rubber. No arsonists here, just fast drivers peeling out of a stop. Then we had daddy-o, a term of endearment between friends, not to be confused with actual fathers. The 50s were also the time when people didn't blow a fuse, they had a cow. And if you weren't hip to the jive, you were just not in touch with the popular trends. Next stop, the swinging 60s, a time of civil rights movements, space exploration, and psychedelic rock. And the language? It evolved right along with the times. If someone was a gas in the 60s, they were fun to be around, no methane involved. And if you were cruising for a bruisin', you were heading towards trouble, not necessarily a road trip. Far out was the way to express awe or approval, not a reference to distant galaxies. And when someone said, "Keep on truckin'," they were encouraging you to persevere. No commercial driving license required. Finally, let's boogie down to the 70s, a time of disco, bell-bottoms, and the birth of the digital age. It was also the decade of bogarting, hogging something all to yourself, named after the classic film star. If you were laying a gasser, you were telling a joke that didn't quite land. No flatulence involved. And psychedelic, borrowed from the 60s counterculture, meant something was mind-blowing or out of this world. And who could forget the phrase, "What's your 20?" which was CB radio slang for asking someone's location, not a math question. As we wrap up this whirlwind tour of boomer slang, keep in mind these colorful phrases. Remember ankle biter and burn rubber from the 50s, a gas and far out from the 60s, and bogarting and psychedelic from the 70s. They're not just words, but snapshots of a vibrant and changing era, capturing the spirit and the energy of the times. So the next time you hear someone say, "Cool it," or "Keep on truckin'," you'll know they're not talking about refrigeration or transportation. They're simply speaking in the rich and colorful language of the baby boomer era. Until next time, stay groovy.